So I walked away from this demo I did yesterday, and today I'm going to make a few adjustments. All right. So I wanted to rework the background, all right, to make the quail stand out better here and there. Also forgot that I didn't paint the feather going from the forehead. Right, so we're gonna do that. It needs more dark behind the back, and the back was also too round. That makes it like the quail chunky. So I'm do that, and then also I want to cover more the canvas here. All right. So still keep it blurry, but I can see the textures on the canvas. It always bugs me, so I want to cover that. And I soften all the colors to keep this background fuzzy. Right? There's no need to paint the details that would compete with the quail. And the foliage is not really interesting. So there's too much blue. We're adding more yellow. Let's add a little bit of white also. So especially here, the feather being blackish, I want the background to be clear, lighter right there. So you don't want to make it look like it's too intentional. You have artistic license to change a few things, but it has to still look natural. I think it's gonna work better that way. More textures. Let's do that. And then a few highlights maybe at the bottom. Right there. This creates more depth, although it's blurry. So it's a nice mix of dark green, yellow, and the dark green when I added white to the green. Alright, I think I'm going to leave the background as is. So I adjusted the back. It was too round. That's much better. Alright, also here it's actually higher, so I'm going to paint dark gray right there. I'm going to move this up just a tad. when this is done, I will work on the body. The neck being dark, I want to paint the background here lighter so the neck stands out. Just light enough. You want this same shade of green, just darker, lighter, I'm sorry. And let's make this so darker. Alright, and I think the space there, it's light enough. You see how I made the neck stand out as well as the forehead. Right? Alright, so now let's work on the quail itself. So I'm switching to a size in between. So I had a half inch, and it's going to be a little bit smaller. Right? Even though I'm painting loose, I need to control better my the small lines. So that's why I switched to a slightly smaller brush. Right? That more here. So that's good. Now let's go back to a brownish color for the back. I have too much yellow, so I mix again yellow and blue. I get a nice green, to which I add red, and I get a good brown. I want to adjust that because it's too I think it's too detailed. I want to make it less detailed. I want to suggest these small feathers. So same technique, but less precise. I need to let that dry. Let's adjust a little bit more the chest here. I want the feathers to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going with a little bit of blue. Add it to my white. It makes a dullish white, and somehow it's bright. It's brighter, and it just works better with the green in the background. More chest, more feathers here. Let's make this brighter, right at the bottom, like so. I want to add brighter feathers here. Also, this stands out more. I also want to paint more feathers here. Still light so the back stands out from the background. It's very green here. I need to remix a dark brown. Alright, I see now more yellow on the wing. Just a little bit of yellow. Or maybe peach. On your screen it's different. That's what I see on my reference photo, so I make it. Alright, so now let's fix the end of the wing and the tail. Since I moved the background higher, the tail has to be slightly higher. That's the base of the wing. Let's finish the background right under the tail. The base of the wing is higher, so I want to show that. I now need to adjust the back, right? Since I moved everything up. Alright, that looks better. Now, I need brown. So green and red. A little bit of blue. Like so. What else? Oh yes, the back of the back of the neck. Has to be darker. More dark there. Now the bottom. Under the wing. Under the body. And here you don't really see the leg, right? It's in the shade. I'm going to try to suggest more of the fingers. It's very hard to see, so I think I'll leave it like that. I'm going to adjust the shadow. Make the shadow a little bit darker. Let's make this brighter so I can see it. More feathers. White, just white. I mean, it should be off-white because it's in a shade. Let's give some dimension to the chest, a little bit more here. I'm going to soften the edge like that. And I will end with the small white feathers on the back of the neck. Okay, just white. More there. I'm going to add some brown in between. It creates more depth, more textures. I'm not quite happy yet with the feathers here. Needs to be a little bit warmer, so I want to show a difference between the texture of the wings and the chest and the bottom of the body. So you can see the three parts, 1, 2, 3. So not only the colors, but the texture of it is different. All right, last but not least, I'm going to paint the feather on top of the head. The background is light enough, so I'm going to paint it dark brown. It's almost black on some reference photos. But you don't want it too black, otherwise it's flat. There's no dimension and it just doesn't look realistic. It'd be like to use the Sharpie and just outline a shape. So because it's very important, I think I'm going to paint the background more yellow, right? So this feather really stands out. And I have yellow here and there, so I think it's fine if I do that. All right, that's better. I'm gonna make it slightly darker. So it stands out even more, and then the highlight with a grayish on the top. Right. There, it stands out. I think the feet are a little bit brownish, so let's do that. So you see them better on the fence. In the shade, it's hard to see. And again, because I want to show that it's a bright day, I'm going to highlight more the fence. It will also give even more texture to the wood. All right, one last look. I think it's working. So I think I'm done. Yes, I needed to make these adjustments. I was looking at it yesterday, and then a few things were off. So the video will be titled Demo Quail Part 2. I will post the finished painting by tomorrow on our Facebook page. I will write down the link in the first comment below. All right, I just need to sign. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. It means a lot. And I will see you next time.